Hello, violinists. So, we have a very exciting lesson today. We are going to learn finally to put our left hand fingers on the fingerboard. All right, so you already know how to hold your violin very well, okay? So, with our feet, you do it standing. I'm sitting right now, but you do it standing. Rest position, grab the violin, point it, turn it, put it here on your shoulder, then turn your head, right? And we want to make sure the violin's coming like off our shoulder. It's a little bit diagonal, but we just definitely don't want it in front of us like this. Okay, now we know we've been practicing reading the different strings and plucking. Remember, when you put your finger on the fingerboard, make sure it's close to the edge of the fingerboard. Some of you are putting your fingers up here, all the way down, right where the fingerboard starts. Your thumb touches it and comes straight up. Let's see how I can show it so that you can see. Your thumb touches and comes straight up. You shouldn't be underneath it. Touches and comes straight up, and then your hand plucks like this. Your finger plucks here. All right, now this other hand, right? Instead of just holding there, we're going to put our hands like this, our thumb and our fingers. Okay, look at you, just like holding our hands. I'm always trying to find where the camera is. Holding our hands like this, okay? Up the neck, slide it back until you hit the nut here, okay? So you slide it back, then make your fingers bendy. Now, bendy means this. Our fingers, we want them to be like a little box. I call them boxy fingers, okay? See how it kind of comes up? It's almost like if I have another side here, it would be like a little box, but you see what I mean? That's how we're going to put our fingers down on the fingerboard. This fingertip is what's going to touch the string and nothing else, okay? And that's really important. When you put your finger on the string, and we're going to push down with our finger on that string. What we're going to do now is so the fingers on your violin, we don't count the thumb because the thumb loops around, and we don't use the thumb on the violin. It's just on the other side of the neck here, you see? We only use these fingers. We only play with these fingers here. The thumb is just hangs out. So your pointers, finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, and finger 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to use only our first finger right now. First finger on the E string. So we put our hand, slide it back. Make your fingers boxy, what I just showed you. And then let it fall. And when you make your fingers boxy, it will fall really in the right place. Okay? That's what your first finger on the E string will look like. Okay? So we have the E string by itself. And that's the first finger. So you can practice doing this just like I'm doing it. Without having it in position yet, just hold it in sitting rest position. Put your hand, slide it up, make it boxy, put it on the E string, okay? Play an open E string, then put that finger down. And hear it and check what it sounds like, okay? And then we're going to start our first song, and it's going to go like this. Listen. Okay? Now some of you are getting confused about which fingers you're playing, which strings to play. So first it's 2 open A's. A, A. Then E, E. Now it's not an open E, but we're still staying on the E string. We put our first finger down. We don't pluck with our first finger. That was another thing some of you were trying to pluck. The first finger goes down and stays there. It doesn't do anything else. Just stays down. And our plucking finger here, we'll pluck the E string again because that's where our first finger is. And then we'll have an open E. So how many times are you plucking the E string? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times you're plucking on the E string. Okay? So let me show you that in position. Okay? So I'm going to point it, turn it, put it on my shoulder, turn my head. Now I'm going to turn my body so it's facing you. I'm going to play A string 2 times, E string 2 times. I'm putting my first finger down. So it's A string, E string, E string. E string with my first finger 2 times, and then the E string open. Okay? That's enough of a challenge for this week, okay? Work on that. Try to get your first finger feeling good. If you've got that and you say, hey, that was too easy, I got that already, try doing the same thing with 2 different strings. You can try doing it with the D string and the A string. D, D. Okay, so you can go D, D, A, E, E, A. Sorry, D, D, A would be B. All right? But, okay, so, and you can do those all, you just pick 2 strings, open, go up 1, if you know what I mean. If that's confusing to you what I'm saying, forget it. Just do what I showed you, okay? Good luck!